There comes a point in life when disappointment stops being loud and becomes silent. You still wake up. You still go to work. You still smile when needed. But inside, something feels empty. This is where Arif found himself. A 30-2. Arif was not lazy. He had done everything right. He completed his education, learned skills, worked long hours, and stayed honest. Yet life never rewarded him the way he expected. His friends moved abroad, bought cars, posted success online. Arif stayed behind, switching jobs, facing rejections, and listening to people say, "Be patient. Your time will come." Patience is hard when bills are waiting. Every morning, Arif stood in front of the mirror and asked the same question. What am I doing wrong? The truth was nothing obvious. His last job ended suddenly when the company downsized. The next few months were brutal. Interviews went well, but calls never came. Savings disappeared. Confidence followed. Slowly, Arif stopped believing in himself. He stopped answering friends' calls. He avoided family gatherings. He hated motivational videos because they sounded fake. If hard work really paid off, he thought, I wouldn't be here. One evening, sitting on the stairs outside his small apartment, Arif met Rashid, the building's watchman. Rashid was in his late 50s, earning very little, yet always calm. You look tired, Rashid said. Tired of trying, Arif replied honestly. Rashid nodded. I understand. Sit. They sat quietly. Then Rashid spoke. I came to this city with nothing. I failed more times than I can count. Lost a shop. Lost money. Lost people. Many nights I cried alone. Arif looked at him, surprised. But you seem peaceful, Rashid smiled. Because one day I learned something important. What? Disappointment doesn't mean you are useless. It means your current method is not working. Those words stayed with Arif. That night, for the first time in months, Arif didn't blame himself. He asked a different question. What can I change? The next morning, instead of scrolling job sites blindly, he listed what he could still control: his skills, his effort, and his attitude. He reached out to an old contact, not to ask for a job, but to offer help on a small project. No salary, just experience. The work was hard and unpaid, but it gave Arif structure again. He woke up early. He learned new tools. Slowly, his mind became active instead of heavy. Weeks passed. Nothing magical happened. No big offer. No sudden success. But something inside Arif changed. He stopped measuring life by comparison. He focused on showing up daily, even when motivation was zero. Some days he failed again. Some days he wanted to quit. But now he understood. Feeling disappointed didn't mean stopping. One afternoon, the same contact recommended Arif for a short contract. The pay was small. The work was tough. But it was a start. Arif took it. From that contract came another. Then another. Not because life became fair, but because Arif became consistent. People trusted him, not for talent alone, but for reliability. A year later, Arif was not rich. He was not famous. But he was stable. More importantly, he respected himself again. One evening, he met Rashid and thanked him. Rashid laughed. I didn't fix your life. No, Arif said. You reminded me I wasn't broken. That night, Arif wrote something in his notebook, a message he wished someone had told him earlier. If you are disappointed in life, it does not mean you failed. It means you are in transition. Don't stop, adjust, learn, continue. Life didn't suddenly become easy, but it became possible again. And sometimes that is more than enough asterisk. Feeling disappointed in life does not mean you have failed. It means you are standing in a transition period. This stage often feels confusing and painful because the plans you trusted no longer work and the future seems uncertain. Many people mistake this discomfort for failure, but in reality, it is a sign that life is preparing you for change. Growth rarely happens in comfort. It begins when you are forced to question your direction and search for a better way forward. When things stop working, the natural reaction is to give up. But transition asks for something different: adjustment. Adjusting does not mean lowering your dreams. It means changing your strategy. You learn new skills, develop patience, and become more aware of your strengths and weaknesses. Each disappointment carries a lesson, even if it hurts at the moment. Learning from these moments slowly rebuilds confidence and clarity. Don't stop is the most powerful reminder. Progress does not always look impressive. Sometimes it looks like surviving another day, showing up even when motivation is gone, and choosing effort over comfort. Small steps taken consistently during difficult times create strong foundations for the future. Life does not suddenly become easy after hardship. Challenges continue and struggles do not disappear. But something important changes. You begin to believe again. When life becomes possible, hope replaces fear and direction replaces confusion. You may not have everything you want, but you have enough strength to keep going. And sometimes that is more than enough. Because believing that tomorrow can be better is what turns disappointment into resilience and transition into transformation.